Wanted to stream earlier, but didn't get the chance. Also felt quite nauseous today for some reason, so that was fun. Still kind of do, but well enough that I was like, hey, you know what? Let me do my stream now, and then this can cover tomorrow's video, basically. Oh! I did not know I got that. Couple of weird items to sell, but hey. Hey, Lucky. Hey, Destiny. What up? I'll just sort my inventory. Just because there's so many items I gotta keep sorting through all the damn time. Oops. Full inventory, lol. Including a bunch of eggy items I gotta sell too, jeez. Wait, why are these coins still in the game? I thought they were only supposed to be here during the event. The event is still active? No, that's a lie. Anyway, 5 stars, I think, is what we should do. Because I low-key want to start working on this dragon, as well as just some other stuff. It just... What's the news today? Nothing new. I mean, my other videos that I posted today already covered the new stuff. There was a dev interview that was actually at the start of April that a lot of us didn't catch, where they talked about how they're working on new classes. I mean, who knows how much truth there is to that? Like, it could be something that's a long time away, but... See if I can find a stupid 5-star here. Hey, Goose. You think they'll be able to fix the economy, though? I want to go back to playing. It's just not worth it right now. They actually did fix a lot of stuff with it in regards to, like, the dupers. There's obviously a lot of stuff that's still affected by it, yes. But generally speaking, it's steadily going to just get better from here because they've disabled trading of the current items that can still be duped. And then otherwise all the other stuff got fixed, as far as I recall. Hey, Jark. Where the heck is this? Yeah, and then otherwise, there's a couple games coming out over the next couple days that I'm pretty excited about. The only one that I think you guys would probably know is the Cubic Odyssey, the one that I covered a couple months back. Basically No Man's Sky, outer space. Which is oddly releasing on console as well, but it's not crossplay. I must have passed a 5-star and not noticed. Like, what the heck? Or, oh, right. I keep forgetting. I'm so stupid. The 5 stars only show up in, like, the higher tiered worlds. That's right. I made that same mistake last time, too. But I don't want the world to be that high. Let's go to D13. Actually, you know what? Wonder if I can just warp to people that are already doing ships. Where is the thing? There it is. Nope. Thanks, guys. D13 or U10 and up for 5 stars. Yeah. No, I know. It's just I just always forget for some reason. Like the whole D difficulty thing just kind of messed me up. I mean, there's a couple people going over there, but I don't know if they're going for a ship. Oh, there's one over there. I know, they should have kept the Ubers. I don't know why they renamed them. Like, part of me gets it. It makes sense because of all the earlier worlds. But since those are all like tutorial worlds that don't have most of the features of the other worlds anyways, it made sense that Uber suddenly was like one of the main difficulties, and then from there it was like, oh, now everything's unlocked. What day is it? Adventure day. Eh. Where are my keys? There's just a whole bunch of people here, but nobody's activating all this stuff. I guess someone like preemptively just did it. Oh my god, the world is dying. There we go. You know, sort. What's your sources of movement speed besides gear? Gear, ally, pyrodisc. Skill tree. I think that's about it. Upgraded my Shadow Hunter, got to level 25. Nice. Let's go. Is someone actually up there killing stuff? Nope. Cool. We don't have enough people clearing. The hell? Hey, Bobby. I might stream some other weirder like games today. We'll see. There's a lot of like there's a lot of different games that I've been wanting to play lately. And I've been recording most of them. But I kind of feel like it's getting to the point where it's a lot of extra effort on my part to like record and play through these games and then cut them down to like a singular video. Most of all, like there's these indie games where it's like, oh, I want to try this one out. And it's like, it would just be so much easier if I actually did it on stream. I say that, but then I gotta set up like the stupid thumbnail and everything. All right, I'll just do everything. Heck is this dude? What's the fastest way to get Astral Echoes? I've been struggling with gathering them from Scorpius, or for Scorpius. Yeah, if you're free to play, it's just extremely time gated. There's no fastest way. The main thing that I would say is if you can get your hands on the tome, because at the very least that's going to help, but it's still time gated. Hang on a second, I see that trophy. That might actually be a pretty penny. I know it's off topic, but my rose garden is doing great. Stardew Valley or the Hello Kitty game? Hey, Deadly. Also, yes, I am apparently carrying at this ship because I think there's like me and one other person clearing and everyone else is just AFK. Oh, an IRL rose garden. I got it. In Terraria. Yeah, Terraria is like real life sometimes. Oh, side note. I didn't realize that there was actually a dev blog or video talking about Subnautica 2. And it turns out that it is going to be more than 2-player co-op. So I might actually pick it up. Wish they had the... Oh, like you paid for the level 25 pack. Yeah, the thing is... the thing is that pack was around when level 25 was max. And they just never adjusted it to level 30. Which is funny. Help me. What's the fastest way for getting crystal gear? Through the gear crafter boxes. You still gotta max out gear crafting, which kind of sucks, but... AI. Yeah, I'm assuming this world's full, otherwise I would say, hey, anyone want to join and, you know, actually clear rooms? Because, my god. Why am I doing all the work? When do you get C5 from the Gearcrafter boxes? You gotta be 45 KPR. Unfortunately. C4, I think you only need like 20k. It's pretty nuts. I'm trying to remember what max level was. It might have been 20. It's been a long time, so I really don't remember. It was whatever the costumes went up to. For the classes. A C5 can drop from a boss chest at 30 KPR. Can, yeah, it's like 1% chance or something. I would not rely on that. Bro, please. Somebody else clear. I just want what's out of this stupid chest. I know I shouldn't be wasting my keys, come to think of it. But I'm pretty far away from Dragon Day. Or no, Dragon Day will be tomorrow. So maybe I should save my keys. I don't know. At least someone's clearing the other floors. Whatever, I'll use all my keys right now, because this can be like the only ship that I do. Who knows? Hey, Timid, are you usually live at this time? No, not lately. I've been up at this time, but no, I've been usually just busy recording other stuff. But tonight I just feel like so weirdly nauseous, so I was just like, okay, I want to stream for moral support. Yeah, we're doing a ship, so it's basically a 5-star dungeon in Sundered Uplands that is wave defense over and over and over again. Oh, thank God. And essentially, we got people clearing all of the different rooms, and then the boss wave every now and then. It's a good way of getting your dailies out of the way and getting a bunch of other things. But if I'm being real, the only thing I'm kind of going for is the chest that spawns from this guy, because there's very, very rare chance of it dropping like the various things that I need. Love that this guy spawns invincible sometimes. It's my favorite. Ugh. Which video, Mickey? You mean the one that was the dev interview? First few times you've been streaming midnight my time, now it's 8 a.m. my time. Yeah, so usually I stream during the day. I didn't have the chance to do that today because we were busy with stuff. But I've been kind of more on a bit of a night shift. Like usually baby Leon goes to sleep around like 7 or 8 my time. And this is like the big sleep where he sleeps for like 5 hours lately. And then I feed him like one more time at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And then usually by then I just go to bed, because then the wife will take care of his next feed session and is already waking up. But I don't know, I got lots of stuff recorded, but I just haven't been feeling editing lately. So I'm a little bit behind, I'll admit, with like my upload schedule. That's why I've been doing like so many more streams lately. But pretty soon I'm gonna have to just sit and grind through some videos. Any upcoming games you're excited for? Yeah, there's quite a few. There's one, I think it's called like the Midnight something. I forget what it's called. But that one comes out May 8th, and it's like, everything's like claymation, but it has like VR support, so I might play that one. I picked up this indie game called Skin Deep the other day that is an immersive sim, which is like a dead genre. Basically, you can throw pepper at an enemy and it'll stun them and stuff. And it's just, it seems like an interesting concept, but I haven't played it enough to say whether or not I'd recommend it. So that's just a game I'm working on that I'll end up beating and have a review, blah, blah, blah. Cubic Odyssey comes out like on the 14th or 15th, which is No Man's Sky voxel. So I'm excited about that one. And then Doom. But I'm not going to get like the $130 like super expensive. Play the game early, like, oh my god. Hey, Mystery. Oh, Vampire Survive. I tried Vampire Survive. I like the game loop for sure, but for my money, what was that other one? Lords of Torment. I think that's what it's called. I like that one better. No, I haven't tried that white knuckle game yet, Mystery. Please stop putting your barrier up, stupid. Halls of Torment. Yeah, that's it. Dad brain. Did you see the famous YouTube guy commented on your new Trove video? Okay. They were hella popular not long ago from memes. Nice. Too bad their fame won't rub off on me. I was thinking about the Reddit videos and the meme videos. I enjoyed those, but God, I hated editing them. They were such huge projects. Most of all because I was trying to do them every week, like an idiot. But yeah, I might have seen their comment, but I don't know. I don't know who it was. Pretty out of the loop with all the meme stuff, if I'm being honest. The only Reddit I go to nowadays is the games Reddit. Everywhere else is just too toxic and stupid. Might come back to this stream if I can. Gotta watch your latest upload. Yeah, it's all good, Timid. We're just doing ships anyway, so it's not super exciting. Let's be real. Did I get our fragment at all? Doesn't look like it. I think it was at 74 already. But this ship's almost done already anyways, so. I'm trying to kill him before his barrier goes up. Please open up. Thank you. I know I shouldn't be using these keys, I just don't care. Yeah, content creation is still my full-time job. Have you played Clash Cling? What is that? Is that Clash of Clans or some phone game? Also, yeah, my last vlog was pretty long, Mystery, but I'm still working on the next one. I probably have enough footage to put the next one up if I'm being real. I just, like I said, I have not been feeling editing lately. Taking some mental health days. And not getting paid for it. Yeah, I've seen that Shadow Hunter before. I like his username. Or sorry, he's a Dino Tamer. No, open up your stupid portal, stupid. Oh, he is open. He's just ultra powerful. Good. Do streams give money? Kinda. Not particularly, like, unless ads start running for you guys, but with the way that YouTube is lately, it's pretty weird. Most of all, I'd say, like, the best, like, how would I put it? Like, what a lot of other people will usually do, like, live streams are usually where you'll get more donations. Because otherwise, live ads, I mean, Twitch spams them like crazy, but YouTube doesn't. Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, you know what? I always have my Twitch chat blocking the button, but that's right. I can press a button that shows an ad. I can delay ads too. I don't know why. It's not like I see a timer when the ad goes for you guys. But watch. I'm gonna press the button and nobody will see anything. See? Nobody saw an ad, right? What is... Hello? Is he not strong enough? Maybe he doesn't have enough light? I mean, whatever. We're at 80 anyway, so who cares? Oh, nice. Just actually got an ad. Wow. Yeah, that's right. I forgot members don't see ads on the channel. All right, so at least it works for some of you. Also, hey, Disorder. Hey, TY. Have you watched Solo Leveling yet? Nah. I haven't been watching anime for a long time, honestly. Haven't been feeling it. I hate the anime formula. Like, I can't get past it. As soon as it just becomes the generic anime plot, I'm out. Oh. I guess we're getting high enough that the light values are too strong. Wait, what, Mark? I just saw the... I'm assuming you had two comments, but I just saw the second one saying, as I'm building a club on it. Alright. I think this is the final boss. I don't think I can kill this one, or I can just kill it. I am dealing damage, so never mind. Oh, cool, and his stupid barrier, thank you. Please open up your stupid barrier. There we go. I think that's it. Wow, a crystal 3. Holy crap. Cool. Anyway, I'm out of there. Would it be rude to join you in game? No, no, no. You guys are always welcome. I have, as far as I know, I have auto invite on or whatever. Oh, I know nobody here cares or is getting a Switch 2, but I thought it was interesting. I was watching some of the Treehouse Live, like Nintendo stuff, and one video that I didn't watch up until now where they talked about like the GameCube games and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? But they basically mentioned that instead of always having to have a friend code, you can actually just put up a QR code now and have people add you, which, hey, that's pretty convenient. I wish they would let me bulk unadd people on the Switch, because that would be great for somebody like me, because I like adding you guys and playing games with you guys. Do I even want to keep doing ships? Not really. Whatever, we'll just do normal dungeons. Screw it. I don't want to waste any more of these keys until Dragon Day tomorrow. If I even bother. Yep, I've heard about Expedition 33. It's not my kind of game, but I'm really glad that it's been so successful for them. The only thing that has me even remotely interested is the world map looks really cool, but the rest of the game just looks so boring to me. Again, it's not my genre. If the game was shorter, that's my main issue with JRPGs, is they always end up becoming like the same 50-hour experience where the last 25% is a slog. Sorry, that's a little unfair. The last 75% of the game is a slog. Yeah, I'll be streaming Mario Kart 9 for sure. Or, World, whatever they call it. I don't know if I would still be streaming it that far into the Switch 2's life cycle, but it being Mario Kart, it means it's a game that I could always just start playing at any time. But I'm probably going to do... Like, I've been trying to think how I could approach it, like, as a content creator, and I'll probably just do, like, a day one stream where I go through all of the Grand Prix. Because the open world stuff looks fun as hell, but because it's open world, it's a lot more difficult to create content on, like, just in regards to, like, when does it start, where does it end, you know? It's a lot more uniform when it's just the linear going through the campaign thing. But when it's open world, it's more like Zelda, where it's like, okay, I'm going to go explore this section. I'm not saying I won't stream me doing the open world stuff, but day one, I'll probably focus on the campaign. Because I know that they're going to have like a bunch of stuff you can unlock, whether it be costumes or characters or whatever. Donkey Kong, on the other hand, that just looks like a great time. Very pick up and play, destroy the world. Saw a take that said the Switch being sold out shows people don't care about the $80 games and it'll be a precedent for gaming getting more expensive. Would you agree? Did you watch my video about it? Is that where you're getting that opinion? No, I think too many people on this platform whine and complain while the okay. This is gonna be kind of an old man rant here, but I come from the day where the internet was filled with nerds, myself included, because it was not something that was readily available to everybody. And so because of it, it was a better time. You know, not to be nostalgic, but nowadays the internet is so readily available to everybody that unfortunately it means the casual knuckle dragger like dumbass is able to very quickly and very easily voice their opinion. In which case, you see all the discourse online of, well, it's too expensive. I can't afford it, guys. Meanwhile, bam, sold out everywhere. Shut up. To me, I never thought it was too expensive. I thought it was reasonable. And towards my argument about the internet and how it is, there is so many people online. Like the idiot always has the loudest mouth. And unfortunately, that's what happens with the internet now, because rage bait is a thing, because it's actually more profitable than clickbait. Because then they can just make their whining, complaining stuff, and then people get heated, you know, into the rage. But long story short, I think what Nintendo's doing is actually very reasonable, where they're going to charge more for their bigger games. But if you look at their other games that are coming to the Switch too, they're a lot cheaper. Like Donkey Kong is 100 Canadian versus Mario Kart, which is 110. And third-party games kind of vary. I think that so long as the games are worth it, because it's Nintendo, so at least you're getting an actual AAA quality game that might even be the best in its genre, versus Snake Microsoft, who just announced that they're going to be upping their prices across the board because they saw Nintendo make money, and they're like, we can do that. Despite the fact that Xbox sucks. That's my argument, is most games aren't worth that price. But I saw a really good take on Reddit where someone was saying how back in the day, you know, the people that played video games were like typically very young, but now we've got like 40-year-olds with jobs that play video games, and buying a console, like a new console every like 7 to 8 years is very affordable at those prices, considering how long it's going to last, you know? And I mean, me now getting to the point where I am, where, you know, I got my son and everything like that, and like I'm not going to get the PS6, I'm not going to get the new Xbox, because I feel like those companies especially, they're just out to get my money. Not to imply that Nintendo isn't either, but Nintendo, being a Japanese company with integrity, is actually getting my money because they're working their asses off. And they've been consistently like the top dogs as far as video games for since their conception. Say what you will, whether you're a Nintendo fan or not, Nintendo has just completely jumped ship and is not even part of this console war race. They're literally just doing their own thing, and it's working. So, suffice to say, yes, the damage is done with prices of games going up, but it was going to happen eventually anyway. Like GTA 6 was going to set the new price point for video games this year, 100%, because that's what GTA always does. It's an industry standard as far as video game pricing. And GTA 6 might still be more expensive, like $100 US. But Nintendo just jumped the gun, and now all the other studios are taking note. Like I noticed Ghost of Yotei is able to be pre-ordered tomorrow on the PlayStation Store. I would not be surprised if Sony increases the price for no reason. And arguably you could say that video games are an expensive hobby. I would argue the cost of living is so much more expensive considering how little you get in return. And video games, you get so much. Like I went, you know, a couple weeks back, we did Easter with my family, and we went out to eat, and we were really surprised that we were able to have like all 4 or 5 of us eat for like 120, 130 bucks Canadian. And I mean, that was pretty damn good as far as like restaurant pricing in this day and age. And I'm just like, damn, dude, that's Mario Kart right there versus a single meal. You know, not to imply that I didn't have fun eating with the fam, but Then you consider if you go to an actual like big boy restaurant, like if Mariko and I go and get sushi just ourselves, it's like $80. And then people are going to complain about video game pricing. Maybe I just swallowed too much of the Kool-Aid, but I think that we've been very lucky with games being as affordable as they have been up to this point, considering what they offer. As for me defending Nintendo, I will openly admit I am biased. Like people, you know, oh, I'm so mad at Nintendo. I'm gonna give them all my money and maybe that'll show them. I pay more for McDonald's than I do an entire month of Fortnite content. Yeah, exactly. Because everything ended up increasing in price because of the pandemic. And then restaurants realized people still paid for it anyways, so they just left the price up there. And video games are going to be the same. And unfortunately, the worst, I think, is going to be the American tariffs, because it's going to make things way more expensive across the board for you guys in general. And then the same thing's going to happen. The tariffs will go away and companies will realize, wait, why would I lower my price? I just hope that it doesn't end up affecting other parts of the world, because I mean, yeah, I don't want to get into the politics of it all, but it's just like, oh my God, that's stupid. Yeah, exactly. Games used to be $50 back in the day. N64 games were $100 back in the day. And with inflation, like, bro, I don't know how we did it. The main thing is everything's getting more expensive, but my paycheck's not getting any more. I mean, I'm in a very weird circumstance, obviously, being a content creator, but still, YouTube over the years has paid less and less. Not just in regards to my views, like the platform itself is paying less to creators. I still remember years ago when they did this huge price cut where they started paying 40% less. And whew, that hurt. But that's just how it be as far as the world. And again, like, it depends, because if, you know, they're gonna charge the price that they're charging for like a Zelda game, it's like, bro, yeah, I don't care. Breath of the Wild set a precedent for open world games. The new Donkey Kong game looks phenomenal. The next Mario game, whatever it's gonna be, is gonna be like game changing. Mario Kart World looks insane to me, and you know, it can just be labeled as a faceless corporation that is trying to get my money. But you know what? They've earned loyalty out of me as a customer, as a consumer. And that's not something that I can say about a lot of companies. Because like Sony, for example, I'm calling it, I keep bringing this up, I'm calling it that they're saving the Bloodborne remake for the PS6 launch, because Demon's Souls worked for the PS5. And so they're just gonna hold on to that game, and rather than give it to people that want it now, they're just gonna hold off. In which case, you will not trick me, Sony. And I think Nintendo's gonna go pretty big mode with their bundles. Like, I theorized with my cousin and I are both like big Nintendo geeks, and we both theorized months and months and months ago, if not over a couple years ago, about like, damn dude, could you imagine if they launched the Switch 2 with Mario Kart? It'll fly off the shelves. Lo and behold. But I have a theory myself that the bundle that comes with Mario Kart, it ends in the fall, and I think that the next bundle after that is going to be Pokemon. Because Pokemon fans are rabid. Like, Pokemon games suck. They do. Pokemon fans should know that by now. They're garbage. And yet, fans just hound for more of them, and they still sell like crazy. So if they bundled a Switch with that, I mean, my God. And then I I talked about this in my other video that I posted today as well. Somebody pointed out that the new Mario movie comes out next year, and I kind of had a thought, well, what if the new Mario game comes out next year and they bundle that with the Switch? And then 2027 is going to be the live action. Yep, live action Zelda movie. So that's probably when we're getting the new Zelda game. It's all just theories and guesswork, but I just think Nintendo has been going off the rails in terms of their marketing lately. And that's not even including all of the games we haven't heard about, that leakers don't know anything about, you know? The one thing Nintendo is going for is that it's pretty much just a one-time cost for everything rather than buying a $130 game that later gets 5 DLC. Exactly. And if they do add DLC, usually it's a premium DLC, like with the Mario Kart where they ported old tracks and stuff. And it was like, what, $20 and you got like 50 courses or something? Arguably, they weren't the best courses in Mario Kart by any means, but still, like, it's value. Like, I was worried about how expensive the Switch 2 upgrade for games were going to be. And now that we've seen on their showcase, like on the Nintendo eShop, it's like $10, I think, for an upgrade, which is better than a PS5 upgrade. You know? Would you say if Nintendo created their own game launcher and brought their games to PC, they'd make more money than they do with the Switch? No. Nintendo knows that they've got a chokehold on a very, very particular market. Nintendo is the only company, I think, that understands how exclusivity is what wins the battle. Like, there may have been a console war, but Nintendo isn't even a part of it. They're already, like, winning by who knows how much. There was, you know, back in the day, there was the PS2 and everything, but the Wii... and the Wii, which was kind of a big casual, weird market and stuff. But still, like, that was when Nintendo started experimenting and trying different things. And the Switch, I think, was a fantastic console, but it had issues that a lot of us didn't like. And what I'm honestly surprised about is with how Nintendo usually tries weird gimmick crap, I'm shocked that this is the first time they've ever just done a sequel console that's delivered on everything that we wanted. Oh, it's a stronger Switch and backwards compatible, so you don't waste your library. It's just an upgrade. Like, what? Do I wish that their games were on PC? Yeah, sure, whatever. But I think that Nintendo games, I don't know if they would really work on PC. I mean, people with emulators could argue otherwise, but I don't know. There's something about the Switch 2 that's just, there's excitement in the air around it again, you know? I wasn't even this excited for the PS5 a couple years back. Unless you're a fan of a console-exclusive game franchise, there's really no room for discussion when talking about video game prices being worth it or not. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the IPs. That's one thing that I would say in regards to like the video game pricing being as expensive as it's going to be inevitably. I do think that the downside of video games being more expensive is that the cost of entry point is a lot less agreeable, you know? Like for somebody like me, I've never played the Pikmin games. I've thought about playing Pikmin 4, but the fact that Nintendo games never go on sale means that I'm probably never going to play it, especially if the games are going to end up being like over $100 now. But they have their fan base, and you know, I'm not saying that I won't try it out eventually, but just in regards to the games that I wasn't super interested in, now I'm definitely not interested in them. You know what I mean? That would be my main argument towards the price point. Is just it makes it a little less desirable to hop on board, you know? Because at the end of the day, yeah, in regards to GTA 6, like, GTA 6 knows, unfortunately, they know what they've got. They could charge $200 for GTA 6, and we would gladly buy it, you know? So it's just a matter of how greedy are they going to be. I'm really curious. I hope that it's just the same price point that Nintendo, you know, is standardizing, but I do have a feeling GTA 6 is going to be more expensive. Also, for the 3DS, yeah, I'm wondering whether they're going to bring it to the Switch extended membership eventually. Because now that they're showing, they're starting to have games where you play them like with your phone and on the TV at the same time. And I think that that's how they could very easily have 3DS games on their emulator, is just, oh, you got to use your phone for the second screen. Because otherwise it's a little bit of more effort to set that up. I think it's inevitable that they'll eventually do it, but hey, Darnell. GTA will also double dip and release it on PC like 2 years later. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so as far as future proofing, this is my nerd brain here. I'm buying a physical copy of GTA 6 on the PS5 because it's an exclusive. Because I know when they have it on PC, that's going to be where I'm going to main the game. And then I can sell my physical copy. If it's sold out everywhere, okay, whatever, I'll just buy digital and I won't regret it. But I just know long term, yeah, I'm waiting for it on PC, honestly. I don't really like that it's a PS5 exclusive. Most of all, I hope that it doesn't run like crap on my base PS5, because it's probably designed around the PS5 Pro. Let's also not forget that the Switch has a ton of PC games on it, so it's not even just for the Nintendo games, it's also basically a cheaper handheld than the Steam Deck. Yes, and a stronger handheld than the Steam Deck, which is crazy. Obviously, it's very different because of the Steam library and the fact that games go on sale as much as they do. But the main thing for me that's like just the big selling point is the fact that it's backwards compatible. Because it means every game that's on the Switch 1 works on the Switch 2. Like, I'm not expecting there to be a Switch 2 version of Trove, because that would require work from the devs. But I'm excited to play Trove on the Switch. Like, even if it, you know, just still looks like crap, it'll at least run better. And I really want to mess with the Joy-Con mouse control. Like, I think it'll make it a lot easier for me to, I don't know, I'm really excited to get my hands on the Switch too, and just not only just play the new games, but also just like the old games that I've been craving. Which is like a Steam Deck, an iPad all at once, since it also has apps like YouTube, Hulu, and stuff. Yeah, true. Yeah, I wonder if there's some way that they could have the Switch plug into the dock so that it would go to the TV, but then the Switch screen could be like the dual screen of the DS. I don't know. I just expect fully that they'll have DS games eventually. But they only just got to GameCube, so. And, oh, Wind Waker. There was an HD version of this game, but sure. Sure. No, I know it would be the Wii U. Exactly. I think the Wii U is a perfect platform, or a perfect way to have at-home DS games. But they got to figure out a way to do it with the Switch that's, like, you know, better. Because people hated on the Wii U. I own one. I liked it. It had Mario Kart 8 on it. And Wind Waker HD, which still never got ported to the Switch. And now we know why. I'm doing lower difficulty worlds because I'm just trying to complete my runes. Honestly, like these things. I know my face cam kind of blocks it, but also excuse me that I'm in the darkness. I just don't want to have my floodlight on my face. But yeah, I think, like, later, Shark. Like, I'm not trying to be overly defensive towards, like, all this Nintendo malarkey, but I just think that there's a lot of people, there's just too much negativity around it lately, and it's annoying, because it's like, everyone's trying to find faults and things to complain about, but at the end of the day, it being sold out already shows, you know, like, it's like, people needed to vote with their wallets, and if they really hated it or thought that it was too expensive, they have completely failed. And it's just rage bait, you know, like straight up. But the main thing for me is just all the misinformation where people literally will just take like a tiny little bit of information and then they run with it. Like the, you guys probably saw, you know, there was this whole like, oh man, games are gonna be like, physical games are gonna be 90 US, digital games are gonna be 80 US. And it turns out that the origin of that was some dumbass went to the European site where games were listed at like 90 euros or I don't know what it was. They literally just didn't end up doing a conversion rate and just looked at it and went, oh, it's more expensive. There's game journalists in a nutshell right there, and leakers too, by the way. They just find random crap online and see if it sticks. Because even the video I made earlier today talking about how the like how you can transfer your files from your Switch 1 to your Switch 2, that came from when I went to the Nintendo Switch like Reddit, and someone was saying how like, I just watched this guy's video and he said that I need to have my Switch 1 to connect it to the Switch 2 so that I can have my file or whatever. And people immediately were just saying like, no, it's just clickbait, fear mongering. You know, it's a YouTuber. Like, it's so surprising to me how bad this platform has gotten for this kind of stuff, you know? But it gets the views, so yeah, cool. But that's why, like, for me, I just enjoy the sharing of the information and being, like, clear about it. I don't know if anyone's even watching my videos talking about all the Switch stuff, but it's just clearly I'm hyped about it and I just want to talk about it, you know? There's a reason all of my Trove streams are just hijacked by, oh, the Switch 2? Yeah! Let's talk about it more. No, I know I'm not saying that they're not enjoyable videos. I'm not trying to downplay myself or anything. I'm just saying like my channel's not known for that kind of stuff, so it doesn't like show up in search terms, and those videos aren't particularly popular. I'm still gonna do them anyway, because whatever. I just wonder, like, sometimes, you know, whether or not me talking about all this stuff and like, especially with the people that are lurking in the stream and not, you know, taking part in chat, it's like, are they actually just like, oh my God, this guy doesn't shut up about Nintendo, you know? I mean, the argument is my channel, my rules. Like, I don't care, but. But the positive comments that I get always make a big difference. Whoops. Like, even with all this Switch stuff, like when I'm talking with my cousin and we're just like, oh, bro, there's so... I told YouTube to stop recommending me 5 different channels today because they're all just like, you know, the same old clickbait. Also, yes, I am glad that I got out of the desert because I just hate that song. Did you see the whole thing about the EU regulation and game currencies a few weeks back? Yes, and I think that that's awesome that they're doing it. So for context for anybody that's curious, the EU recognizes the fact that video games are actually like a thing, because you know how most governments are just like, what's a video game, right? So what they're doing over there is they're making it a regulated like currency price point. So let's take, for example, V-Bucks. If you end up paying like $10 for like 1,000 V-Bucks, it's going to show 1,000 V-Bucks and it's going to show the price like right beside it. It always has to show the price now. And if there's ever anything in the store, you know how they do like these shady practices where it's like, okay, you get 1,000 V-Bucks and then maybe something's worth like 800 V-Bucks or 900 V-Bucks so that you have like a little bit left over. So what they're doing in the EU is they're making that illegal so that it can only ever be set prices for things and you never have like the leftover change. I'm not saying you can't have something worth 500 V-Bucks and then, you know, you spend half of your 1,000 or whatever. But I just thought, man, that is great forward thinking stuff where the government is actually getting involved with these shady practices that video games have been doing for so long, nickel and diming consumers, because none of it is regulated through the government. And you know, it's a very dangerous ground to talk about that kind of thing. The government is usually a bunch of old boomers that are just stupid and don't care about anything other than lining their own pockets. But I did think that was very cool that they're doing something like that, because it means like EA, exactly. You know, they're gonna be they're gonna be pissed with their cheesy monetization practices. I wonder if that means the Marvel Rivals slop is going to finally get regulated too, because yeah. I don't want to talk about that too much because I know that people are gonna White Knight surprise. What did you say about the video game I play? I don't know anyone who still plays Marvel Rivals, if I'm being honest, out of my friend group, but $500 League of Legends skins will be no more. I don't think that it says anything against stuff like that, though. It's more like the practice of nickel and diming, where it's like, oh, this costs just a little more. You know, like in Helldivers, it's like, oh, you want to end up getting a battle pass. You may as well spend a little bit more money to get a little bit more of their war bonds or whatever the hell their currency is called. That's the part that's going to get like destroyed. So if there was like, let's say if there was a $500 League skin, but you could only buy the League points by like 450 at a time, that's what's getting stomped. But anyway. That's only going to be happening in Europe. I don't know if it's going to affect any of us at all, but maybe it'll force games to think about it differently. More than likely, they'll just be like, screw Europeans or something, you know? And then you can all feel the way that I feel every day being Canadian. Maybe that's why I don't feel too bad about spending the amount of money I do for Nintendo games and the Switch 2 and everything. Because to me, I'm used to being screwed over. Everything about our country is just like if I've talked about this before, but if I like buy the $100 pack of credits for Trove, it costs me like $130 or $140 because the exchange rate in this game is dog ass bad. I've even heard horror stories of you guys that are in other parts of the world where you just can't buy credits because it's too expensive. Also, yes, I went through that dungeon legit. I just wanted to. Since it's not a physical product, they might just change the prices depending on your region, and that's it. Yeah, true. So it would end up just being something that affects the European market alone. And then people would end up creating like European accounts or something just to... and then realize that it's in pounds or euros or whatever the big boy money is out there, I forget. God, I wish the Canadian dollar didn't suck. My biggest issue, here's a topic. What do you guys think about the whole like deluxe edition of games now, including a whole bunch of extra crap just so they can increase the price, including playing the game a couple days early? I think it's scummy, dude. Ugh. Like, Hogwarts Legacy was the first one that did it, and honestly, it was $10 more. And it came with all this like extra DLC stuff, and you got to play the game early. But fast forward, we've got Doom Dark Ages, 2 days early access, comes with the Season Pass DLC that's not even out, but planned for this year. $130. Canadian. But still, $130 or like $70 or $80. No. I love Doom, but I don't love Doom that much. Like, fool me once, guys. And as much as I love Doom, hot take, their DLC sucks. It always has. Doom Eternal's DLC sucked. Doom 2016's DLC sucked. And in most cases, yeah, exactly, Essence. Paying to beta test. That's the next point I was gonna make, is then we're playing the game before the day one patch. So we're playing the broken version, and I hate it. I hate the practice. I hate the precedence that it's set up. That's why, again, like my argument towards Nintendo is just like, bro, at least I know what I'm getting. There was a YouTube video from a content creator I always watch, and he was saying how like Mario Kart's not expensive enough, because he was saying like, bro, they're charging like $70 for Call of Duty and it doesn't even work. So Mario Kart should be like way more expensive because it does work. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna play Doom with the Xbox Game Pass because I'm not paying for that. And as much as I love Doom, they're also one and dones. I never replay Doom Eternal, so I'm just gonna get the Game Pass because I'm just gonna beat it and then move on. I'm sure the game's gonna be phenomenal, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not like super hyped for it right now, because the idea that when they mentioned that it was a semi-open world or like an open zone like Sonic Frontiers, I immediately got a little bit of a red flag there. Because it was just like, oh, okay, so a lot of walking around like Borderlands 4 and seeing nothing. Not really what I like. Doom is best played at like high octane speeds in its linear progression where everything's like defined and predetermined. Again, I'm sure they'll make it work, but as of right now, I'm just kind of like, I don't like that. Where is, hello? I still just wish Doom had multiplayer. That new Painkiller game that's a Doom ripoff is gonna have multiplayer. What I love about Doom games is you just go straight line as fast as you can and be done with it. Yeah, exactly. I always love speedrunning through those games. It's just so fun, and the combat is actually, like, good. That's the thing, like, Doom's Breath of the Wild moment wasn't that it needed to reinvent the wheel in terms of, like, open world or anything. It just made the combat faster and better and more efficient. Where it was like, okay, give a lot more verticality to the player, make it so that certain guns deal more damage to certain enemies. Like, it's just, what a great formula. And then when I see Borderlands 4, I sleep, because it's like, oh, this is the same as the Borderlands 1. No innovation, no changes, just the same crap. Sorry, Borderlands fans. Nothing to change the mold, you know? The moment I got stuck in an area in Doom Eternal, I immediately lost interest and haven't touched it since. Ah, yes. I wonder which area you mean, because that game was pretty good for just being very clear about where to go. Except for the DLC. Hey, Woba. I don't know if my ADD is that bad. Hey, Minish. But I can understand for sure. Because those games are just like so intense, like you're actually sweating while playing the game. And then as soon as that high goes away, it's like, oh. I am scared about what the new bosses are going to be, though. Because they always have really difficult bosses. Window cleaner. Oops. There's a place where you go down and face waves of enemies, but I ran out of bullets when I got there and kept dying. I refused to go to the lower difficulty. Oh, yep. I know. Stuff like that sucked. But you do realize that you could get ammo by executing enemies, right? That was the whole thing about Doom Eternal. I think you had to use your flamethrower to get like... No, that got you armor. I forget what it was. They had a nice flow to it where a certain way that you would kill enemy would end up getting you the ammo. And then doing the execution got you healing. Using your flamethrower would burn off their skin and give you armor. But yeah, anyways. The worst for me is the... Oh, the chainsaw gives you ammo. Right. Yeah, sorry, it's been a while since I played. The worst is the berserker enemy or whatever. The guy that just melees you in a game about guns. Hey, Miss Rhett. On a late school day, and I got hit with 9 unskippable ads. Thank you, Twitch. It's okay, that's slowly paying for my Switch too. I didn't have any fuel for the chainsaw. Oh, so you were soft locked and had to restart the level. I think I had to do that once in like the DLC. Which, yeah, it pulls the momentum like completely out from under you. Nowadays, I would just lower the difficulty myself because I don't care. I don't need no gamer cred. I just want to have fun. I think Doom's vanilla, like normal mode difficulty though, is almost perfect, at least on mouse and keyboard. I still remember playing through Doom 2016, and you know how there's like, at the end game levels, there's an enemy you have to kill with a headshot. And I remember thinking about the fact that my cousin was playing through the game on controller, and I was just like, oh, he's not gonna like this. And then, you know, we didn't talk about the game until he'd beaten it. And yeah, sure enough, he hated that part because it was so much harder for him. because the controller auto aim was not that good. But I still remember like just how much that game pops off. And with that, yeah, I'm still looking forward to the new Doom, for sure. But Cubic Odyssey arrives the same day, so which one will I prioritize? I wonder. It's the same as like Ghost of Yote is gonna be able to be pre-ordered tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not planning on pre-ordering it. I'm gonna wait. Because if GTA 6 comes out like around the same time, if not sooner, then why the hell would I get Yote? At least day one. Oh, you were still in the ads, misread. Okay, so now you're done with them. Ah, yes. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you. Why doesn't YouTube do something like that? Oh, because people wouldn't watch on this platform anymore? Yeah, what time is it getting to? Still not that bad. Leon's probably still sleeping. We will wrap up soon, though, because we have been streaming for an hour, and there are other things that I want to record and edit tonight. Oh! Somehow I managed to get a couple more fragments, though. I guess I got them, like, right at the end, out of, like, the last 2 boxes or something. That's pretty crazy. One day I'll get that stupid dragon. I just gotta actually farm on Dragon Day, but I never do. There's a thing on Twitch where if you roll out 2 minutes of ads every hour, it doesn't berate new viewers with ads like what happened to Miss Red. I don't know how to change any of that stuff. I just went to the options, told it just do whatever you want. And apparently it's awful. But yeah, I don't know how to manage any of that stuff. Was there more boxes? Oh, I'm getting close to that 1 or 10K boxes again. Gross. Evie Doll, thanks for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate you. One step closer to the Switch. And I'm about to... Wait, I thought I just loot collected these. Oh, it was the ones that just popped into my inventory, right. An actual new memento? Wow! Guys, I got Flackbeard. Did it? Oh, I thought I accidentally loot collected that. I don't need that, and I will delete you because you're just hogging up my inventory. I should probably get rid of all those excess like plants and crap, but I'm too lazy. Still can't believe I got my torch at 78 Leviathan kills. Yeah, that's still crazy. 3 rows of blue Leviathan torches. I mean, that's pretty normal, honestly. You'll be filling your inventory up a lot. Oh, hey. I didn't even notice I got this costume as well. Did any of my other items sell? Yeah, quite a few of them did. Including this, which I still find so odd. But okay, I will take it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The titles aren't selling, so that kind of sucks. What does this go for? 4. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee. All right. Let's undercut that. What about this costume? Still pretty good. Let's go. Dude, this was a good event for Flux, man. Damn. Do I need it? No, not really, but it's slowly getting me back up. And that's a big deal for me, because otherwise I was just slowly draining all my Flux. And look at this, I got 47 of these guys, and they're like, yeah, pretty expensive, honestly, considering what they do. Let's do, yeah, I just undercut because I don't care. Yeah, it's not really worth it, but we'll get it out of my inventory. Ooh. Is that even worth it? 20k is not bad. I can undercut. Will it sell? That is the question. Whoa. Maybe? What about this guy? 28, not bad. Ooh. Hello, little ally that's worth, like, way too much. Let's undercut that. Nice. And then you know what? Yeah, I can sell one of these suckers for 27. Sweet. Also, I didn't even know for the longest time that there was more, like, slots to the market. It's too expensive. Like, no thank you. The main thing is, God, I wish I could get this for qubits. Because that would be very nice for me. I should get it at some point, but I'm lazy. I got 2 permas at 12 Leviathan kills. Good lord. Cheater. I got someone who got 3 permas in 5 hours. Oh my god. Although one was from the 250 badge. Oh, so if he got them all at once. Because I ended up getting, what was it? I got my permatorch from the 250 badge. And then I think right after the first Delve Aphira I did, I got a permatorch. And then the first Leviathan that I fought in Geode, I also got another permatorch. So it was literally 3 in a row. After I didn't need it, of course. Hey, Tweezy. I mean, hey, if you end up getting a permatorch under the badge mark, that's really good. Because honestly, I know people that took like 300 or 400 Leviathans before they even got it. Also, yeah, it's going good, Miss Rhett. I got lots of random indie games to play today, but generally speaking, we were just talking about Switch 2 stuff, game prices going up, you know, all the crazy nuance that's happening right now. What do these go for? 8? Hey, oh, those must be duped. No way they're that cheap. All right, well, you know what? I got 20 of those. I don't want to throw them right now. I'll wait until there's more people. Anyways, appreciate you guys coming out. I know it was a late one. Be sure to leave a like on YouTube, follow on Twitch. Otherwise, I got to get back to editing and stuff before I go to sleep. Last question. Am I going to play Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered? I already did. I did a singular video on that, or a live stream that you can watch if you want. And I already played that game to death on the 360, so I refunded the remaster. Anyways, bye guys.